What's happening at Facebook? I hope everybody, of course, is staying safe. It looks like we're coming out of this. It looks like the curve is flattening. So that's good news for everybody. So what I want to talk about real quick, a lot of people I've been talking to. In fact, I just got off a very cool call, a Zoom call with a bunch of people. And, you know, it's amazing what comes out of a conversation. I say it all the time. But a lot of what's going on in the world, you know, people are, they're worrying, they have anxiety, they have all these things are going through, everything is going through their mind. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you think the future is going to be bad, the future is going to be bad. It's as simple as that. And what we have to do as human beings, especially going through this time, and what we should have been doing all along, and what we should always do, is we have to change the picture in our head. And I think the biggest problem is that people are always focusing on what could go wrong. And I can't understand why that is. I truly can't. First off, we have the ability right now to be the best that we can be. But we have to truly believe that, and we have to truly visualize that and see it in our heads and allow our mind to believe what we're telling it. The problem is that there's so much going on out there that people are sitting around and thinking about, and this is the feedback I'm getting. Thank you, Craig. People are sitting around and they're worrying about everything that is going to go wrong when we get back out there. It's a strange thing to say in these times. But here's the thing. If you believe you are going to fail, you're going to fail. It's as simple as that. It's like we're you know, I look at like take a student, for example. Is that the example? I didn't use the student for example. But a student's in a classroom and a teacher says to him, you don't get this. You're never going to get it. You're going to fail. What does that child believe? That child believes they're going to fail. So what's going to happen? They are going to fail. You could change that narrative on your own. You could change exactly what you believe. I mean, people don't start doing what they're supposed to be doing because of their anxiety, or they're going to fail, or because of the humiliation. First off, let me tell you something. If you fail at something and you call yourself a failure, that is such a big mistake. That is such a big mistake. Think about all the innovators. Think about all the people that brought such wonderful things to this world. Do you know how many times they had to fail in order to reach their goal? Were they failures? No, they weren't failures because they didn't give up on it. You have to believe it so strongly. You have to picture it in your mind so vividly. Remember something. When you're telling yourself a story, when you are looking at something and you say to yourself, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't think this is going to go right. Your brain cannot decipher which is real and what you are imagining in your mind. It can't. So if you're imagining that you are going to blow something or blow an interview or not come out of this terrible pandemic and economic situation successfully, chances are you're not going to. I mean, you're just not going to. It's like people are talking to me. Like, let me give you an instance. I want to do a TED Talk. Now, let me change that. I am going to do a TED Talk. I'm going to do a TED Talk. If I don't die before then, I'm going to do a TED Talk. So what do I do? I do visualization, and I do what I call shadowing. And so I will actually, when I go out to do my 10,000 steps at 5:30 in the morning before my workout, I actually go into a parking lot and I walk back and forth like it's a stage. And I am talking and I see this group of people out there. It's like crazy. I'm actually imagining that there are hundreds of people listening to me give this TED Talk. So the day I do get on that stage, that's what my mind is going to remember. It's like muscle memory. If I believe that that is going to go well, it is going to go well. But change the narrative in your head. Stop with the constant belief that you are going to fail or that something terrible is going to happen if you try something. Look, we have to stop worrying and we have to start relaxing. Relax and think about a goal. When I say find your passion and purpose, I say this for a reason. The number one cause for anxiety, the number one cause for depression, number one cause for whatever other mental illness there is out there is that people have nothing to look forward to. So they're always living in the past. And because they're always living in the past, they're never ever moving forward. But the happiest people, they have a goal. And that intended end game of that goal is so powerful in their head that no matter how many times they fail, they're going to keep going and they're going to get it because they know how important it is. Not just to them, they know how important it is to the world. They know that their gift and what they want to give to the world is that important. And we have to look at those goals and we have to talk about those goals to ourselves with our heart and our soul and in our mind, and we have to tell our mind, we are going to succeed. I am going to succeed. This is going to go amazing. I'm going to make it fantastic. So it's like a baseball player going up to bat, or a pitcher playing against. And this pitcher's, he's nervous. He's like, I'm pitching against the Yankees, and he's concerned about Aaron Judge, right? The pitcher's gonna, what do they do? Well, golfers, they just go through the motion. They imagine they're on the golf course. They just picture it, and they just keep picture, and they picture striking that ball so well. Or a pitcher's throwing a curveball so awesome. That's positive reinforcement. That's telling your brain that you are a success, and you are a success. You just don't believe it. Change the narrative. We are going into a time that is going to be difficult if you believe it's going to be difficult. I believe we're going into a time where things are going to change. We're going to grow. We're going to evolve. We're going to change the world. We're going to do amazing things. We have amazing opportunities. I talk about a reset. I talk about a second chance. Are people reinforcing this in their mind? I don't know. I pray. I pray they are, because I want to see everybody come out of this a success. I want to see everybody come out of this happier than they've ever been. But happiness is a choice. Happiness is up to you. It is not up to anybody else. It's not up to your teachers. It's not up to your bosses. It's not up to your family members. It's up to nobody. Only you can make yourself happy. That's it. So stop with the negative narratives in your mind. Stop believing that you are a failure. You are not a failure unless you give up. That's the only way. That's the only way. If you fail at something, stop calling yourself a failure. I'm trying to come up with another thing, like what other than failure that you would call yourself. Oh, if you lose at a game, you're not a loser. You're not a loser. It's those type of things that people tell themselves just absolutely amaze me. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. If you put your heart and soul into everything, if you give it 100%, but more importantly, you believe in what you're going after, you're a friggin' winner, man. I mean, cut the shit. Just because you fail at something, you're not a failure. Just because you lose. So if you're playing a board game with a family member, a friend, and you lose that game, are you a loser? They may call you a loser, but that's up to you to believe whether or not you're a loser. It's not up to them. It's up to you. It's up to you. Change it. What is going in your mind? Stacy, great call. Let me tell you something. People, look, we've got to be more thick-skinned. We can't be thin-skinned. You can't have thin skin. You can't let people get to you. You can't let words get to you. You can't let people's actions get to you. You have got to focus on you. That is the only way you are going to allow yourself to move forward. Visualize and understand. Your mind believes everything you tell it. Your mind doesn't know if something is a lie. Your mind does not know if something is made up. It doesn't know what's real. It only knows what you are telling it and what you believe. And that ultimately will become the outcome. So, please, set a goal. Be passionate about it. Go after it. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about the obstacles. You will crush them. If you believe in it enough and you let your mind know, no failure will get in my way. I will keep failing until I get there. No obstacle will get in my way. I will keep pushing through until I get there. That is what true greatness is. On the other side of every struggle is greatness. You know, pain, my God, man. Turn your pain into power. Turn all this chaos into calm. Just shut it all off. Shut off all this ridiculous noise. Just really do. Focus on you, but talk to yourself in a positive way. Talk to your mind in a positive way. Say, I am going to do it. I am going to make it happen, and I will not quit until it's done. The mind is powerful. It's a tool for you to use. But everyone knows we can use tools the wrong way. And for so many years, I used my mind the wrong way. I'm the first to admit it. I'm very vulnerable when it comes to that. I tell people all the time, I let my mind get to me. I would turn the smallest problem into something so big and that it never even existed. But I spent all that time dwelling on it. I spent all that time, rather than focusing on what I wanted to accomplish, I focused on why I couldn't accomplish it. I'm not that person anymore. If you are that person, I don't want you to be that person anymore. I really don't. I really don't. I want people to get hungry and excited about what the future is going to be. I want people to set such powerful goals and know and tell themselves and tell their mind to get the hell out there and make it happen. Appreciate that, Craig. Yes, I am going to do it, man. It's already there. My mind already knows I'm going to do a TED Talk. But the simple fact is this: you and only you are in charge of your future. Where are you going to take it? What are you going to do with it? Look, I had a lot of people that did not believe in me. A lot of people gave up on me. I'm not even kidding you. People that loved me gave up on me. It's a pipe dream to Mario. What is he going to do? He's going to go out there and change the world? Yeah, I am. One person at a time. Stick to your laurels. Stick to your beliefs. Understand that this is your life and not anyone else's. Shut off everything. Shut off the noise and understand that if you tell yourself that you are going to do something, your mind is going to go along with you. Listen to me. Most people dwell on past failures, so they won't do anything in the future. The past is done. There's nothing you can do about the past. Zero. Absolutely nothing. So why do it? Why do something that is not going to benefit you? For what? Look, we're in the present right now. Be in the present and work on you so that you can go along and take a ride on a path to freedom and happiness and create the future that you deserve. Enough with the negative self-talk, enough with putting yourself down, enough with not believing in yourself. You are capable. Let me tell you something. Whoever you believe your creator was that put you on this earth, where, you always hear Gary Vaynerchuk say, it's like hitting the lottery, you have a 1 in 400 million chance of being born. Do you think you were really put here just to do what society told you? Go to school, be a good person, get a job, go to college, get a job, get married, have 2.5 kids and a white picket fence, and live the way we tell you. Let me ask you this question, and this is where I really want people to get away from society. I asked this on my Zoom call with the 3 coaches I was talking to. Awesome people. I asked them a question. Why does the government control the curriculum that is taught by teachers in this country? So for instance, why do we teach children math, but we don't teach them about money? I'll tell you why. Society wants the middle class, the lower middle class, and the poor to stay exactly where they are, to be the slaves, to do the jobs that nobody else wants to do. It's rigged. You've got to get rid of that. You've got to deprogram yourself, and you've got to unmanipulate yourself and understand you are not walking to some machine like in a Pink Floyd video. You have your own mind. You have the ability to achieve whatever you want as long as you truly believe in it. Stop. I was talking to someone earlier this morning, and they told me something, and it was like really fun. I said, "Oh yeah, where'd you get that from?" They said, "I got it from. I heard it on CNN." Okay. And so, do you believe that? And they're like, well, why would they tell us? I'm like, why would they tell you? Why would they? Are you kidding me? Listen to me. Society has programmed all of us into believing something. It's up to us to unteach ourselves what we were taught, to unprogram ourselves from what they have put in our heads, and to demanipulate ourselves so that we have the ability to think whatever we believe is true and make it happen. Because if you have a passion and you have a purpose and you have a goal, that's what puts you on a path to freedom and happiness. If you're continuously living in the past, or if you're continuously worrying about the future and saying that the future is bleak and horrible, then guess what? That future is going to be bleak and horrible. But if you believe that your future is going to be exciting, that your future is going to be changing lives, that your future is going to allow you to expand your horizons and be the best version of yourself and be able to give back to the world, that's what your future is going to be. It's your choice. It's truly your choice. It's not the government's choice. It's not your mother's choice or your father's choice or your family's choice or your spouse's choice or your best friend. It's not their choice. It's your damn choice. Stop letting people talk you out of going after your damn dreams. You get one life and one life only. Make it worthwhile. Make it exciting. Make it exciting for other people and the people around you. But more importantly, change someone's life for the better so that they can be the best version of themselves, so that they can go on and change someone else's life. So, with that being said, I know it was a rant. Hey, how are you? How is everybody? Simon's on, that's cool. With that being said, elevate yourself. Give yourself positive thoughts. Elevate others. Babam. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a wonderful evening. Peace and stay safe.